There comes a point in time in every man's life when he needs to play a cute video game full of girls and Doki Doki. So, this is a Let's Play. Well, it's not really a Let's Play. It's more of just a reaction play. I don't know. I just want to record myself playing this game because a few of my homies did. They really liked it. So, quick backstory. This is the third time I've tried to do this. First time my computer crashed. Second time I was an idiot and I wasn't capturing the game. So, I have played up to like the literature club part of the game. Other than that, it's a completely blind. I know nothing about this game. Yeah, absolutely nothing about this game, other than like people telling me it's good and not to spoil it in the beginning. So I've already played the first part, but just for sake of continuity, I'm gonna continue doing it. So, really quick, let me show you how I'm doing it. It's important to be comfortable during things like this, so naturally. Gotta have the monster in the wine glass, makes it tastier. Okay. Yes, lovely, yeah. I got my dinner. Pocky. I don't even like Pocky. I don't even like sweet things, but like, except for Skittles, but like, I went grocery shopping hungry, and that's like the rule you're not supposed to do. But I did it, and I bought Pocky. Because my hungry body wanted to eat it. Yeah, anyway, so let's do it from the top. New game. No. Hey. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she just don't care. Big C's and everything. Like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works because you've known each other for so long. Yeah, it's like, kind of friend you can't get rid of. It's like, shit, she knows all my shit, so. We used to walk to school together on days like this. But starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, so I would get tired of waiting and say, fuck that bitch. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Oh yeah, I'll mention when I get to the part that I've gotten to. It's not that far ahead. Actually, it's like 20 minutes, I don't know. I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean to say. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. It's nice so you can be mean to your friends. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Oh. Whatever you say. Okay. We cross the street together and make our way to Scoot. As we draw near, the street becomes increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Sickness, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? Told you already I'm not interested in joining no damn clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. I actually do this shit all the time too. It's just, I'll be like, oh yeah, totally, we'll do that. Then down the line, it's like, did I say that? Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. Skip that, I'll move over that. Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright, alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised to even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit. Even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. It's a catchy background tune. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Seems logical. Hello. In my head, that was like a Navi. Hello. Hello. Sayori. Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. I hate backhanded compliments like that. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know, blowjob? Know what? You could come to my club. Is it the blowjob club? Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. It's definitely not the blowjob club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. Oh, you done screwed the pooch. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Hell yes, I'm going. Hehehe. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. Probably 50-50. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. And I've been there, done that. Come on, you guys know what I'm talking about. I dejectedly follow... I got the watery mouth. Follow Sayori across the school and upstairs. A section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member's here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Oh, ass. Welcome. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. It's a pleasure meeting your ass. Sayori always says nice things about you. They're all wrong. Seriously? You brought a boy, said Captain Lesbianson. Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, sickness, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of booty. What are you looking at? You can tell she's a brat. If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the nasty attitude, sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back to the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. Someone walks into the room. This is Yuri, named after your favorite thing in the world. Don't say things like that. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, right? Yeah, I thought this was a awkwardly normal name. That's right. It's great to see you again, Cygnus. Monica smiles sweetly at me. Swiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Cygnus. We made a room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? I've never had tea and sweets, but I always thought it would be weird. Kind of like Coke and cake, tea and cookies. I don't know. It seems like an awkward combination, but I mean, I've never had it, so I could be wrong. Girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As I already mentioned, it's been widened so that there is a space next to Monica and one next to Sayori. Oh yeah, yeah, I've gotten here before, but at first I thought this was gonna be the first choice. I was like, oh, they hit you heavy. They're going for the jugular. But no, it's Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. And Tom Cruise walks out. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori, yeah. So you don't get to choose, but it makes sense. I mean, you know, room full of people, you really only know one of them well. You want to sit next to them. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! For some reason... Oh, never mind. Ooh! Banana! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs the first one, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I bet she is good at blowjobs. I turned the cupcake around in my fingers looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki's quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Excuse me. Why are you thanking me? It's not like Yeah, every time I first see like a fucking Tsunade character, it's... done to death. Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. Just a swift punch to the balls. Okay. Eh? I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe, but not for, you know, you, dummy. Alright. They give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole lot of... Oh, wait, no. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? What, are you fucking crazy? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I mean that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yokata. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? Cupcakes. I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home. As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Unfortunately, I only find tits fun and exciting, so it's therefore your obligation to show me your tits. Now, Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I've never had to deal with any of this in real life. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica is a really great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. But I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. I guess. It seems kind of a waste of effort to, like, force people to give a shit about something they don't give a shit about, you know what I mean? But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah, we'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they're also delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. Oh, shit. Speaking of vibe... Pardon me for 1 second. Enjoy this soothing trumpet meaty sound of this lovely song while I increase the mood. So, Sickness, what kinds of things do you like to read about? What kind of things do I like to read about? I think in real life my favorite book is Crime and Punishment by Dostoevsky. Actually, I think in general... Nabokov! No, I think in general Russian authors are my favorite authors. They just have a really interesting way of looking at things. Alright, now the mood is set. Now this is romantic. See. So, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manko, I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. It's like, oh, I like pussy too. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can... Baby, I can change. What am I saying? I can't change. I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. I like the way she does that. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and telling a good story in a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. Kind of botched that. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination and completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. This dude is failing at conversation. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. So guys, if you're ever in like this situation where you're like having a conversation about shit you don't know about, instead of like trying to find something you do know about, just ask questions. Be like, oh no, I have no idea anything about this. Tell me. It's okay to ask questions. It's not that weird. It seems like a lot of people have like a hard time doing that though. Anyway. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Yeah. Really, I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. It's one way of putting it. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, usually like to write about cute things, don't you? Well, what? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. Oh, this bitch read it. Oh, no respect. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud and Give That Back. Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is as cute as you are. Sorry. Siddles? I do not know this word. I thought it was slides at first because I'm minorly dyslexic, but no, it's like sidles. Yeah. Creeps. Sorry, creeps up behind Natsuki and puts her hand on her shoulders. Hey, I like that. That's how I do it. Okay. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. That was fast. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. That's how I wrote Wormhole Player. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. Nope. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems. Okay, this is where I left off. So I have played up to here before. So everything... Yeah, I have no idea what's happening next. Yeah, fucking fourth time I've tried to play this game. I'm gonna laugh if I just jinxed it and it like dies or something. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Let's fuck. Natsuki and... That monster's giving me the water mouth. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. It's less exciting than my idea. The next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. And so Yuri's the only one excited. Probably because she, like, gives the least of a fuck about this. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it would help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Or the exact opposite. Isn't that right, Sickness? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's just one problem. What's that? You're still wearing clothes. Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. Oh, I like this guy. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still got other clubs to look at. And, I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought. Sickness. You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision with all this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Clearly don't have any ulterior motives. Dear Diary, today I joined the literature club. Trying to get laid. Alright, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club if you all put out. One by one or at the same time. The girls one by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Yay, I think that's a good place to save. Thanks, I guess. Alright everyone, I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem and bring it to me the next morning so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Sickness, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah, no pressure. I'm gonna write the dirtiest, fucking, most vulgar poem ever. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? Can if it's about eating pussy. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside of me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Sickness, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. Sayori and I never walk home together anymore, because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, the one with the normal name. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? So, initial thoughts. Favorite girl so far? I don't think I have one. Like, obviously, Natsuki's pretty cute, but she's also tsundere trope, which is just done to death. I don't know. Sayori's kind of annoying. I guess kind of in a cute way. I like Monica. Monica's okay. I don't know. None of them really calling out to me, though. Or Yuri. Yeah, I don't know. So far, no favorites. I feel like I could gravitate towards... It's weird, though. I feel like I could gravitate towards Yuri or Natsuki, and they're like complete opposites, so we'll find out. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. I'm paranoid. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Okay. Okay. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. I don't know. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Fuck. I almost wish I was live streaming so I could get some help. I'm not help. Just... Okay. Who do I want to go for? I think the easiest would be Natsuki, so I'm gonna go with Vanilla. Oh, it changes. Tone gel since it. Rose. Gonna make a fucking Pinkie Pie ass poem. Suicide. Dazzle. Scars Games. Kitty. Sparkle. Candy. Marshmallow. Sticky. Oh, she liked the sticky. Okay, maybe I will. Maybe me and her will get along. I was just gonna do the sticky as a horror, infinite journey, laugh, jumpy. No, she's pretty jumpy. Party. Vertigo, cheeks. Ooh, cheeks. Oh, she likes the cheeks? Okay. We might have more in common than I thought. Memories, blanket, comfort, defeat, promise. Spinning. Peaceful, graveyard, fireflies, existent judgment, bubbles, lust. Oh. Dark, unending, yeah. Maybe I should have gone into this just picking words I liked, but it's a little too late for that. Kawaii. Ah. Kawaii. Parfait. Ah. Death. What the fuck is Sayori? I don't even know what she's about. Pinku. This pink sticky cheeks that are jumpy. Let's do sweet. Okay. I actually don't know what's gonna happen. I'll save under that one. Hi again, sickness. I'm glad to see you didn't run away on us. Haha. Nah, don't worry. Yo ass ain't worth running away from. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Ooh. Keep that attitude up, see where it gets you. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year, and last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. If you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Suki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Suki finds herself stuck between Monica and manga. She's about to be stuck between a rock and a hard place. Manga is literature, yes. People don't understand. I read so much literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back in her seat. Don't worry, guys. Sickness always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work, even with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come you and Sickness can become good friends too? Ooh, yes we can. Everyone needs a friend. I could be your friend. We could be friends. Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know. Wait, Sayori. Me? Oh, not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? Sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal about it if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Pulls out a book. Oh, das Buch. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. It was really sweet of her, actually. And we could, you know, discuss it if you want. Absolutely disgusting. I love it. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is absolutely buried in a book, like I'm gonna bury my face in her ass. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there? Freaking Monica. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point of keeping your collection organized if someone else is gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga. You read manga, right? Ah. Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. See, I never related to this. Like, I don't know. The good thing and bad thing about me is that, like, I'm too honest about my shit, if that makes sense. It's just like, I'm me. If you're into it, cool. If not, cool. Let's not make this any more difficult than it has to be. How did you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is. Natsuki snatches it out of her snatch. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Ah, much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I agree. Same with like DVD collections and shit like that. I know that feel. These translators. Actually, I don't know anything about this game. I don't know if it's native or not. Get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls. It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic, or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can do it through the glass on that door. She points to the classroom door. Is she a cold bitch? Hey, I wasn't judging or anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Sickness. Consider this a lesson straight from the literature club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact... Oh... Natsuki pulls the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm gonna show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly moe. Don't just stand there. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Why's that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Ooh. Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arm and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. Didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? Hmm? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, aren't you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happening yet, so I can't talk at the same time. Looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. Those are good every now and then. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be plot? Well, obviously. I think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot. I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning's about simple things. Like there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with a guy at the ice cream shop. But that just helps you get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama. Like when they all get into their backstories and when some of the romance starts to happen. That's what really makes it good. There's so many touching parts. Is that so? Sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Hey, wait. What's that supposed to mean? Ooh-wah? Ooh-wah-wah. Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just meant that I haven't seen you at your full power. Good save. This chapter seems like it's about baking. This is just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga? Well, Natsuki pauses for a moment as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah? Why does that matter? It doesn't, I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right? That's just a coincidence. I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got into this manga. Like I would ever get into anything because it's in a manga. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I've gotten into shit because it was in shows. It's the one-handed Pocky remover. Not as easy as it looks. I feel bad for anyone that impressionable. It's not a bad thing. Line up, bitch. Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, of all the hobbies to pick up from a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Yeah, agreed. Not to mention she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? Ooh. She cute, she cute. She's cute when she's not being a righteous bitch, isn't she? I like her hair. Like, she has like two different sets of bangs. One that's kind of parted upward, and then the... Anyway. ... We read on for a few more minutes. I finished a couple chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. Know what I mean? You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you show your mouth? This bitch don't got no friends. Could you not rub it in? No. Wait my chance with bated breath. Sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. Man, you need some new friends. Isn't that like the definition of friends? Something you can share stupid shit with? They just think manga's for kids. Stupid friends. Can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in their face. You should do it. Ugh, I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge. If they judge, they're not friends. It's that simple. Like, I don't know why this is complicated for these people. Much less friends who are also into it. They don't have to be into the same shit you're into, but they don't judge you for it. I don't get this. I don't know. Is this how normal people think? I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated towards the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica was kind of a jerk about it. Ugh, I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe, but at least you're enjoying yourself. So you're enjoying yourself. The point of having a good time is having a good time. Ahahaha. Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flip the page. Suddenly, Natsuki starts laughing. Ha 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 ha. I totally forgot that happens. Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels. Minori is my favorite character. You always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when... Ooh, I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Spoilers! Just finish this chapter. Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usually bossy tone. I'm gonna go ahead and save it just in case shit happens. Yeah. But if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that. And being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience. The thought makes me smile a little to myself. Okay, everyone. Huh? Are you all ready with today's poems? Ooh, this part. I'm actually not sure who I got more of. I was going for cutesy shit. So I think probably Natsuki, who I'm fine with, but it actually might be Sayori, who was... I don't know. Sayori's like the wild card. I don't know what she's into. She's into death, but she's also into like... She's difficult to read, I guess you could say. Oh, come on. Could your timing be any worse? Sorry. I just need to make sure we have enough time. Though you do look pretty cozy over there. Eh? Ah! Natsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. Woohoo. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. My dick can still reach ya. Alright. Guess I'll stop here for now. Oh wait, does it? I close the book and hand it towards Natsuki. You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens? Yeah, but Monica just said, don't be dumb. Just take it home with you. Is that really alright? I say that mostly because I really didn't plan on using my spare time to read this. Well, of course. It would take forever to finish if you didn't take it home. Yeah. Could say the same for you. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. Could also say the same for you. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you. I could say the same to you. By tomorrow? I only got partway through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this. But I suppose that's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it? Alright then. My eyeballs. Alright then. I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Damn straight, bitch. My relaxation ends. Oh, I had the best poem in the world, I know it. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share it with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook? Oh, it's like one of those pages you can tell. Okay, yeah. On the other hand, Monica's wrote hers in a composition notebook, so it's all fancy and shit. I like the spiral ones you can tear, though, personally. I don't think paper matters as much as pens, because you can write good shit on shitty paper with like a badass pen, but vice versa, if you have a shitty pen, even if you have the best paper in the world, it doesn't really matter. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? Ooh, this is gonna be good. Alright, yeah, I'll say it. I'll go for Natsuki. Until Natsuki, I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first. What the fuck, bitch? Don't say that, then don't give me an opinion. What's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember I said I was going to read one of your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want you to feel comfortable enough to share yours, like Monica said. Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. You went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. So in other words, you're saying you liked it? Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat. You're so... You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that. You don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said... Oh, I'm pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if that's a win or loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. Oh, I'm okay with that. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets, well, she's got good handwriting. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Well, this is getting weird. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. Huh. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like... Why are you so convinced I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. Simple shit's good sometimes. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yeah, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read but hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. Disheartening? So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling at the last line. Yeah. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is. But if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Youngest one. Okay, I'm okay with that. Alright, I wish I could read this dude's poem. Who should I show it to? Yeah, I'll show it to my number 2 baby, Yuri. She my bad bitch. expression on this bitch's face tells me everything I need to. She looks like she feels sorry for me. Alright. Let's just get it over with. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? So what? Yeah? Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. Ah, so it's that bad. No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we haven't really gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick up a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There's so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a bit biased though. Bias, how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity. Which is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Okay, Ghost Under the Light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Huh, that's pretty cool. It's pretty good scenery. I like it. I don't really like the form, but I guess I'm just used to more predictable shit. Is good though, is good. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it was short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the ghost isn't about at all. Its story isn't about a ghost at all. No, it's about the past. Really? You must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. It's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. Oh, I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things, too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Okay. I'm gonna save it and end the video and start another one just in case it fucks up. So, stop it. Stop it, Ron, stop.